Today, we're going to talk about a huge shift happening in the business world, a change that's really moving way beyond just dollars and cents. We're diving into ethical management, which, believe me, is fast becoming the absolute must-have for any company that wants to stick around for the long haul.
Okay, so to really get why ethics are so important, we have to start with the one thing that's become the true currency of business today: trust. And you know what? It's worth more than any amount of money, and you can't buy it. You have to earn it.
Let me ask you something. Just think about it for a second. Picture a company you really, genuinely trust, the one you'd recommend to your friends in a heartbeat. What is it about them? Is it just that their product is good, or is there something else, something deeper going on?
Well, for a whole lot of us now, the answer isn't just about the price tag or how well something works. When you really dig into it, that deep, lasting trust, it's built on a company's commitment to ethics. It's about them just doing the right thing, especially when they think no one's looking. And it's not just us, the customers, who are noticing this stuff. Companies that lead with ethics, they build this incredibly strong foundation of trust with literally everyone they deal with. We're talking their own employees, their investors, and of course, us. It creates this amazing cycle of trust where everybody benefits.
So if trust is the why, then let's get into the how. How do companies actually build this ethical foundation? Well, it all starts with what you could call an ethical blueprint.
So what is it really? At its heart, ethical management is all about weaving moral principles into the very DNA of a company. This isn't some side project or an HR initiative they trot out once a year. No, it's a part of every single decision, every move leadership makes, and the entire strategy of the business.
But look, just having a definition isn't going to cut it. You need a real framework to bring it to life. And that framework stands on 4 key pillars. First, you need a super clear code of ethics. Then, you've got to train everybody on it. Next, you need transparent ways for people to report problems. And finally, and this one is absolutely crucial, you have to have real accountability. Because without it, those other 3 pillars, they just fall apart.
Now, that internal framework is vital, but modern ethical management also looks outward. It's about judging success on 3 different levels: people, planet, and profit.
You've probably heard of this concept before. It's got a pretty catchy name, the triple bottom line. And it is a game changer in how we think about what makes a company successful.
Think about it. For ages, success in business was measured by just one thing: profit, that single slice of the pie. But the triple bottom line completely flips that idea on its head. It says that true, lasting success means you have to balance your economic performance with your social impact, that's the people part, and your environmental responsibility, the planet part. All 3 are seen as equally important.
What we're seeing is a massive evolution in business thinking. The old way was like a 100-meter dash for quick profits, and who cares about the consequences later, right? This new ethical model, it's a marathon. It's focused on creating real, sustainable value for all of society, for the long run.
All right, theory is one thing, but let's see how this actually plays out in the real world. We're going to look at ethics in action with a classic example, the Unilever case. Unilever is such a great company to look at because for them, this isn't some marketing gimmick. They have truly baked social and environmental responsibility right into the core of how they do business. It's not just something they do, it's part of who they are.
One of the best examples of this is their sustainable living plan, and its goals are pretty much a perfect picture of the triple bottom line. They are laser-focused on reducing their environmental footprint, actively working to improve the lives of people all through their supply chain, and they're huge champions for fair trade. It's people, planet, and profit, all working together.
So, we've looked at the theory, we've seen a real-world example. What's the big takeaway here? What is the final bottom line?
This quote right here, it just nails it. This isn't about making a choice between being ethical and being profitable. The real insight here is that in today's world, being ethically responsible doesn't just coexist with making money and being competitive. It's actually what drives it.
And that leaves us with one last really big question to think about. As we look ahead, which model is going to define the future? The old way, with its laser focus on just profit, or this new, integrated vision of people, planet, and profit? The answer to that is going to shape the entire next generation of business.